The entire state today finds itself within a general thunderstorm risk. Well, let's go ahead and talk about that and break down who and where and when we could see storms today. I am Ryan, and this is Michigan Storm Chasers. Welcome to the YouTube channel, guys. If this is your first time watching, feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Content like this, forecast videos, briefings, live streams, all on this channel, all regarding Michigan storm chasing and Michigan live severe weather coverage. Today's video is sponsored by Katz Roofing and Siding. They are based out of Potterville, which is near Lansing. Any roofing, siding, window, or gutter needs, please get a hold of Katz Roofing and Siding. 517-485-9886 is the number to call. Katz has been a long-time sponsor here. We appreciate them for sticking with us as our trusted partner of the day. As I said at the start of the video, the entire state finds itself within a general thunderstorm risk. Doesn't matter if you're in the Houghton, Sault Ste. Marie, Ironwood, Gaylord, Mount Pleasant, Grand Rapids, Detroit, or Port Huron. You guys are in a risk today for some general thunderstorms. Let's go ahead and talk about the day today. Temperature forecast, we're looking at the 70s, low 70s up in the UP. If you're close to Lake Superior up there, you're likely going to be in the 50s or perhaps very low 60s for high temperatures. Same thing applies up there in the very far top of the lower peninsula, up by Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, and also in the Thumb region close to Lake Huron there, we're in the 60s for our high temperatures. Further downstate, mid to upper 80s expected there across pretty much every part of lower Michigan south of Mount Pleasant. Not a bad day though. Couple that with humidity, it's not that bad out there. Dew points today going to be right around 60 degrees further downstate. Could see a couple low 60s, perhaps a mid 60 degree reading by end of the day today. UP 50s and low 60s. The winters today up in the Gaylord area where the dew points are not expected to get out of the 50s. We should be right around the high 40s for our dew points. So not an overly humid day, but enough to make it kind of go, it's a little humid out here. Spark that together, though, we do have a risk today across much of Michigan for some pop-up storms. Now, as is the case with summertime pop-up storms, what does that mean? Well, it means that it's possible across the entire state, but probably, I want to say 80% of us, if not 90% of us, will stay dry throughout the day. So, morning model here, this is just fresh off the press here at 9 o'clock. This is what the radar should look like out there. Got a storm up there in the UP. Got a couple storms across the pond over in Wisconsin. As we move toward peak heating afternoon hours, we have a couple areas that try to pop up storms. Here's noon. Here's 1 o'clock today, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Do take note, we're pretty much dry there. Here's 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Got a couple pop-ups there by the Tri-City area up in the UP as well. Down here by Sturgis as well. Here is 8 p.m., 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight. Just overall scattered shower, perhaps a rumble of thunder possible today. And the reason that the entire state is blanketed is because, hey, we have an environment that's a little humid out there. We have some lift that could spark some storms, but overall coverage will be pretty limited to isolated nature. So guess what? We're not all going to see a storm today. It'll be more so isolated nature. So again, for 80 to 90% of us out there in Michigan, we'll be dry today. But for that 10 to 20%, if you get a thunderstorm or rain, hey, take it. I mean, we need some rain out there. So with that said, that is your Tuesday forecast. No severe weather is expected, but of course, we can never rule it out with these summertime patterns. Overall environment today does not support anything severe. Going forward here into the future, we always take a peek at our 15-day forecast to end our videos. We're going to do the exact same thing. In terms of our temperatures, guess what? Ann Arbor-based forecast here, we're in the low to mid 80s for the next couple of days here. The weekend, though, we have 83, 88, and 84 for our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we're into the upper 80s and perhaps a low 90-degree stat toward the mid-July time frame. But guess what? We're going to trend back down into the late month, back into the low 80s, perhaps high 70s there. A classic July ongoing here, but at least we're not dealing with 100-degree heat. So that's always a good thing here in Michigan. We don't want that excessive heat. At least for me personally. Some people like it, but for me personally, I just 80s and sun with a light breeze. Perfect for me. Otherwise, that is your forecast here. We do have rain chances again for tomorrow as well as likely on Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. SPC forecast here, I'll go ahead and kind of highlight those. day 2 outlook, the lower peninsula of Michigan. This is for tomorrow in a general thunderstorm risk. And then this is going to be for the Thursday time frame, parts of the western UP and parts of South and East Michigan back within that thunderstorm risk. So pop-up storms possible each day. The good news is nothing big organized expected. I expect that to continue into the Thursday, Friday, Saturday time frame as the heat kind of builds back up, as well as some humidity involved there as well. I'm Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another update video here on YouTube. You guys enjoy your day out there. Stay safe.